everybody, welcome to my video. Today we are going to be attempting to do a little bit of DIY. So at the moment I'm just starting out with YouTube and I'm just trying to get some ideas for some fun videos to do, but what I've noticed is that lighting can be a really tricky thing. So I really want one of those ring lights. So today we're going to see if we can do a DIY job and save a little bit of money doing it that way. So I watched a few videos on DIY ring lights on YouTube, and today I've taken some information from those videos, but essentially I'm sort of doing it my own way to try and make it even cheaper. So this could be great and it could be a disaster. So first of all, if this works out really well and you want to replicate this, the things you are going to need are, you will need some alfoil, just regular kitchen foil is fine, white sticky tape that is clear. I'm using these string lights, so I just need it, please focus. Okay, these string lights, I'll put a link down below, are from Kmart. They were $8 and they are 10 meters in length. So I'm hoping that the more lights you have, the brighter the light will be, and we can just wrap them around and around and around. So we'll see. The next thing you're going to need is pretty crucial to the actual design, and that's a ring. So what I picked up, just move back so you guys can see, is a, this is like it's called a splatter screen, and you're supposed to hold it above food if you're cooking, and there's like hot oil and it's going to splatter everywhere. You're going to use this. I'm going to try to trim the inside and create a ring, and then I thought the handle would actually be really handy for attaching the light onto like a tripod or something like that. Oh yes, so you also need some paper ties. Clear ones are really better if you want it to look nice. You need some scissors, and you need a large piece of cardboard to trace the back, and of course a pen. Okay, hello again. So I am working on the floor because I think it might just be a bit easier for you to see what I'm doing. So the first thing that I'm going to try to do, and I shall move back so you can see, I'm going to use this to try and create a frame. So essentially what I want to do is cut out some of the wire. I still want to leave a little bit, maybe a centimeter around the edge, so that there's more space to layer the ring lights, or the string lights. Ring lights and string lights. So I'm gonna have a go at doing that now. So I've got my scissors, and you know what? I'm just not really one for planning too much, so I'm just gonna go and cut in and just see how we go. So here we go. Okay, so it would appear this is actually a lot harder to cut than I thought. I may need to get some wire cutters or like a Stanley knife. Hold on, let me see. Oh. Okay, no, it works. I'm going to move in so you guys can see a bit more. Okay, cool. That really worked. Look at that. So you can see now that there's like a 1-ish centimeter frame around the wire. So I'm going to take the tag off. Probably don't need that. Won't be returning it now that I've hacked it apart. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to trace this frame onto the cardboard that I have here. And I'm just going to be cutting like the circle, so I have something to put on the back with the foil to reflect the light, if that makes sense. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. I'm just going to place the frame on there, and I'm going to grab my pen, and I'm just going to trace it and cut it out. So I'm going to do that now. Super easy to do this. This is probably going to be the easiest part, I think. Now, something I haven't really considered is if the lights I bought are going to be bright enough. So this potentially could work as a base, but then if you don't have bright enough lights, I don't know if it'll work as like a light for videos. So We shall see. Alright, so as you can see here, if you can see, I've traced the ring onto the cardboard, and now I'm just going to go ahead and cut around it so I've got like a cardboard ring. I've got the outside, I just need to cut out the inside. So to do that, I'm just going to fold it a little bit and make a hole so I can get my scissors in there and cut out the rest. This really reminds me of like doing arts and crafts at school for some reason. Hopefully it turns out a bit better than anything I made at school, because there was probably nothing that I was very proud of back then. See, this is why I need a ring light. Can you see I'm using natural light at the moment, and it's just coming and going so timely. Okay, so this doesn't have to be perfect, but obviously the more even it is, the better your frame will look. So like, just decide how anal you want to be about this. Okay, cool. So we have our ring now, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get the foil, and I'm going to wrap foil around the entire ring. Alright, that was super easy. So now we have this foil covered ring. It's a bit messy looking, but I mean, I suppose this is something you could redo later if you weren't happy with it, because it's just going to be attached to the back. But really, I just want to make sure this is going to work. So now I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to take my little ring thing that we did before, and I'm going to open up my packet of cable ties. So these are really good because they're kind of clear, and hopefully they don't look as messy, and you can trim them, but I suppose you could use like elastic bands or just string if you had some way of holding it still. These are probably a little bit more efficient. Okay. Alright, so what I need to do now, hello, focus. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to position my string lights on the, I just cut myself. Okay, note to self, if you're cutting this wire, it's actually pretty sharp afterwards, so we may need to look into that. Maybe how we could keep it a little more even and not so dangerous. Anyway, back to this. I'm going to be positioning my string lights on my frame. So now I'm just going to trim the cable ties off completely. Making sure I don't cut any of the lights. Okay, cool. So all like that now. Okay, there is officially cable ties all over my floor, but anyway, I'm not sure what batteries. I've got AA, AAA. Just gonna have a look at the battery pack. Okay, AA, 3 of them. I'm just going to lay it on the smoothest side of the foil, so they're not too dissimilar to be honest, but yeah. And I can either use sticky tape or cable ties. I think I'm going to use tape because it's see-through. So I've just got some thick sticky tape. Tape is actually good because it's smoothing out some of the sharp points of the wire. I think that's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is we're actually going to test it out in the other room because it's just so bright in here and I want to see what it's like in a dark room. Alright, we'll be back. Okay you guys, I know I said goodbye, but I just want to show you that I've put it in my bathroom and I just want to see what it looks like set up in here. So just bear with me and we'll put it in. Okay, well it worked. So it's actually looking pretty good with the camera feeding through the light. So if I just turn it off now, I'll show you the difference. There we go. Alright, so it's quite a bit darker now and I turn it on. Yay, it's light again. So yeah, really happy with that. I'll actually say goodbye now. See you in the next one guys. Bye!